Welcome back to the Bible Reading Project. It is,
Wednesday.
and we are hoping to
What did I say yesterday? Instruct
you to read the Bible every single day, zero excuse. Opening up Psalm chapter 73 today. Been a good week so far. We're going to dig it out a little bit deeper. We're taking all the critiques, right?
All of them,
We just
always.
got off the phone with Miss Critiquer herself.
Oh, yeah.
The queen of critique.
Yeah.
She's got her toes in the sand, right? She's down there living the life, the high life. Left me home by myself with 2 children, by the way, who are probably keeping an eye on me, texting mom.
Yeah, we
Mom,
thought,
he's
like-
eating Cheetos again.
right.
Right?
You probably thought, oh, they're here to just hang out with me. And
I want to tell you a secret, though. You want me to drop it right here?
Oh, yeah.
Because, I mean,
love secrets.
the truth of the matter, this woman, she doesn't watch us. So I could say anything.
Yeah.
She's not going to
Yeah.
catch this.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, don't tell you something.
Okay.
Now, you cannot cheat.
I never do.
If she comments on what I'm about to say, if she makes a comment on the Bible Reading Project for what I'm about to say,
Yeah.
I am going to give you $50. You.
Dude.
Because you have said, I don't ever win anything.
I don't know if I sounded that.
Why can't my name go
I
on
don't think
there?
I sounded that mopey.
You do. Why can't, you're like Eeyore. Why can't my name go on the Wheel of Trivia? I don't ever win nothing. So because I love you, right? It's him. He's like a spiritual Eeyore. So because you call me your best friend and I'm like a pawpaw to you, $50.
Dude.
If this chick comments on what I'm about to say.
Okay.
All right, just comment. You cannot tell her.
Okay.
Listen here, Bible reading audience.
Yeah.
You can't say jack squat
All right.
to anybody.
Okay.
We just want to see if she, hey, an editor, my man, the best editor.
Yeah.
Shout out to JoJo.
Yeah.
Best editor on the planet. Guess what? Tag her. We'll just see. Even if now that's helping you even more.
Yeah.
We're going to tag her in this Wednesday video. If she comments on what I'm about to say, $50.
All right.
Here's what I'm going to say. You said yesterday that she left my other 2 daughters at home to do what?
Spy on you.
To spy on me.
Yeah.
Is he eating ice cream sandwiches?
Right.
Is he eating Cheetos? Is he playing his banjo too much? Did he pick his underwear up?
Right.
No. Did he make the bed? I don't know. I'm going to sleep in it tomorrow. Did he eat La Bamba too much?
Yeah.
Duh.
All right.
Did he go to Mellow Mushroom 9 times? Yeah. Did he stay up till midnight watching Netflix? Of course.
Right.
Right? So I'm going to drop a truth bomb here. Boys, buckle up. What Paul's about to say is thick. She just thinks they're keeping an eye on me.
Double agents.
We're like this. You want me to tell you why?
Why?
Because Paw Venmos them. When mama's out of town, daddy sends them a 10. Daddy sends them a 5. Daddy says, go get a coffee. Run over to Starbucks. Here's $10. Hey, why don't you take your boyfriend and go to Mellow Mushroom? I'll pay.
Aw.
Oh, yeah. So when she comes home and said, what did daddy do? He's wonderful. Got to be thinking, Ryan. So all I'm going to say is she thinks they're spying. They're on my team. They are double agents. And if they say they're not on my team, and you can tag the girls too, they ain't getting another dime from Paw. Not another dime.
I don't blame you.
Daddy, will you pay for my oil change? No, you told on me.
All right.
So we'll just see.
Yeah.
So $50, shake. Like I wouldn't keep my word anyway.
Yeah.
But that's how much I want you to win.
Okay.
I want you to win something.
Right.
So next week when this airs, we'll see. We even have up there, she doesn't watch it, but she still critiques us. So this is an opportunity for Miss Queen of Critique to win you $50.
Yeah.
All right. So that my daughters, and the key is she'll either say, yes, they are a double agent, or no, they're not.
Yeah.
That's what she'll say. And we'll just see what she'll do. It's going to be fun, right?
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and get the check ready for you. And it'll be good. So we got Psalm 73. It's a good one today.
Yeah, it is.
So let's just jump right in, and it's a Wednesday. Why don't you read it? It's pretty long. Like I even made a joke. We're at 28 verses today, but it's still good. Let's see what sticks out. As Ryan reads today, listen, tune your heart and head in, and let's see if God speaks to us. Rock and roll.
Truly, God is good to Israel, to those whose hearts are pure. But as for me, I almost lost my footing. My feet were slipping, and I was almost gone. For I envied the proud. when I saw them prosper despite their wickedness. They seem to live such painless lives. Their bodies are so healthy and strong. They don't have troubles like other people. They're not plagued with problems like everyone else. They wear their pride like a jeweled necklace and clothe themselves with cruelty. These fat cats have everything their hearts could ever wish for. They scoff and speak only evil. In their pride, they seek to crush others. They boast against the very heavens, and their words strut throughout the earth. And so the people are dismayed and confused, drinking in their words. What does God know? They ask. Does the mighty, the Most High, even know what's happening? Look at these wicked people, enjoying a life of ease while their riches multiply. Do I keep my heart pure for nothing? Did I keep myself innocent for no reason? I get nothing but trouble all day long. Every morning brings me pain. If I had really spoken this way to others, I would have been a traitor to your people. So I tried to understand why the wicked prosper. But what a difficult task it is. Then I went to your sanctuary, O God, and I finally understood the destiny of the wicked. Truly, you put them on a slippery path and send them sliding over the cliff to destruction. In an instant, they are destroyed, completely swept away by tears. When you arise, O Lord, you will laugh at their silly ideas as a person laughs at dreams in the morning. Then I realized that my heart was bitter. I was all torn up inside. I was so foolish and ignorant, I must have seemed like a senseless animal to you. Yet I still belong to you. You hold my right hand. You guide me with your counsel, leading me to a glorious destiny. Whom have I in heaven but you? I desire you more than anything on earth. My heart may fail and my spirit may grow weak, but God remains the strength of my heart. He is mine forever. Those who desert me will perish, for you destroy those who abandon you. But as for me, how good is it to be near God? I have made the sovereign Lord my shelter, and I will tell everyone about the wonderful things you do.
You know my testimony, right? Like 30 years reading the Bible, and I go back to that moment when my wife was killed in 1989 by a drunk driver.
Yeah.
Her name was Monica. And, I kind of feel like I had this moment in verse 13 back then because my mother led me to this psalm. Thank God for godly parents, right? Yeah. But verse 13 said, did I keep my heart pure for nothing? Mm-hmm. And I remember having that thought like, why, if I serve God, did he let this happen to me?
Yeah.
Why do people who don't even know God have a better life than me? Why do people who don't even serve him and go to church and read their Bible, their wives are still alive, mine is dead? It's that reality of humanity. Like if I serve God, I feel like he owes me something.
Right.
And I feel like when I'm serving God and my marriage is worse, I'm serving God, my money's worse, my health is worse, whatever it is. Yeah. And I look at other people who are not serving God. I'm like, man, they look like they have more fun in life. They look like their marriage is better. They look like their health is better. They make more money than I make. And here I am serving God. And my mom said, Mark, you need to read Psalm 73. And she said, because it'll show you something. And I don't remember the words. It was over 30 years ago. But I remember she took me there. And the verse she quoted to me was verse 17. She said, Mark, David had to go into his sanctuary to consider God. Mm-hmm. She said, sometimes you can't understand the ways of God evaluating your circumstances in life against everybody else in the world. You just have to go spend time with God.
That's right.
And she said, you may not even get the answer you want, but then he goes on to say, I finally understood that there's a destiny.
Right.
And that though I look at people in the world and go, man, their life looks like it's going so well, mine's going so terrible. But once I get into with God and I really look at the life of God, I realize, you know what? And this is what I take out of those two verses. I really take away that life cannot just be about here. Mm-hmm. Because if it's just about here, there's a lot of stuff that doesn't make sense.
Right.
If it's just about right now, we can argue a lot of things in humanity just don't make sense. Mm-hmm. But when I step out of right now and I look to the afterlife, I look to the Mark's no longer on the planet, right? Or the rich person who doesn't even serve God, who drove the nicest of cars and had the greatest of life, is no longer on the planet. It's at that moment that everything makes sense. Because in that moment, when we step over to the afterlife, and in that moment when we cross earth into the heavenly realm, then we understand that there was a destiny different on my life than just here. There was a destiny different than just what I would accomplish here. And I think that's one of the ways we make Christianity kind of weak, is we say you need to know your destiny. And what we mean by that a lot of times is you got to figure out what you're called to do, man. You're a doctor, a lawyer, you need to know your destiny. Right. I'm not against that. I think it's good we know our life purpose. But David said if you're not careful and you only focus on this life and you only look at the things of this life, it is hard to rationalize life being fair. That's good. Right? It's just hard to do. Life doesn't seem fair. But when I step away from this life and I look out into the eternal realm, and I realize if you are a Christian, you would believe this. This is Christianity 101. There's an afterlife. Right. And there's a God that'll judge. And there's a God that'll give life. Yeah. And when you consider that, things just make more sense.
Yeah, that's good.
You know, I may not live as rich as this person. Yeah. My life down here on planet Earth may not be as great as that person's. Right. I may live with lower means. I may live... some people who love God die early. Yeah. You know, they don't live to be 105. Right. I remember watching Johnny Carson years ago, and he was interviewing a guy, and the guy was 102, right? And he said, all right, tell us, how did you get to 102 years old? This is the guy's answer. At 102. He said, well, every night I went to bed. Before bed, I smoked a cigar, and I had a shot of whiskey. Yeah. Right? I was listening to him like I was early in college. I'm like, dude, that's all it takes to get to 102? Right. Like, I thought you had to serve God, live for God, because I knew a lot of Christian people that died young who never smoked a cigar. I even called my folks and said, man, I just found the secret to the old life. Smoke a cigar and drink a shot of whiskey, right? He even said the cigar calmed him down and the whiskey killed whatever was in him, right? So well, that's pretty good wisdom there. But what it does show me is that sometimes people who don't even know God live longer than the ones that do. And sometimes people who don't know God make more money than the ones that do. And sometimes people who don't even know God and could care less about Him seemingly on this planet live a better life than people who know God. Yeah. So that is a very hard boat to balance. Yeah. But when you step outside and go, but there's eternity, everything makes sense. Mm-hmm. You got a great life here, but there's a destiny there. Yeah, yeah. You got a terrible life here, but there's a destiny there. You got a horrible life here, there's life there. Yeah. You got sickness here, okay, but there's healing there. And I think that's what balances it out. That's what helped me get through the hard times, is to remind myself that my destiny is not earth, my destiny is Him. Yeah. And if He's in heaven, that's where I want to be. And if He's on earth, that's where I want to be. Right. That's kind of my takeaway. So thank you today, man. Thank you for reading with me. Appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow. And before we close, are you ready? It is Trivia Thursday. I need to pray. And this man is going to make it. We love you. We'll see you tomorrow.